are going to take their car and use a Tesla charger. So if we can have a Tesla charging station in Weed, that would really be the most effective. I don't know how you guys go about maybe sending a letter to the property owner on behalf of the council and the city manager and Public Works and everybody. But I would implore you to to consider that as soon as possible before Tesla changes their mind and puts another charger station somewhere else nearby. The other thing I wanted to talk about was I'd like to thank the council members and the city manager and everybody, and Craig, for coming up and checking out my project, my proposed project on my property here in Weed. It can be transformational for the city. I'm really hoping that we could generate tens, if not hundreds of thousands of visitors a year to these facilities, and that could really revitalize downtown, help provide incentive for businesses to open on Main Street, gift shops, restaurants, and the like. I'd like to thank Craig for coming up and pointing out all of my regulatory deficiencies in the way I've been pursuing this. I have the dream, I have the land. I don't know diddly squat about the regulatory process and moving this forward. So this is why I'm counting on you guys to educate me and help me get through these hoops. Thank you. Bobby Kennedy said, if some men see the way things are and ask why, I dream of things that never were and ask why not. His brother John said, if not us, who? If not now, when? Us and now. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Jimmy.
That second one was my fault too.
Well, you scared me when yours went off. I was like, that was not right. Okay, council member announcements. Ken, you want to start?
I'm going to report with absolutely zero.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to go with nothing.
Okay.
Did you do anything?
No, I don't.
I'm writing my note, I recall it.
Do you want me to skip you, or do you have some more writing to do?
No, no.
Okay, go ahead.
I was at the Transportation Committee meeting on Tuesday, and it was pretty quick and normal. Weed has on the horizon Lake Street, Bowl Street, and Mill Street to be repaved. So, well, and our infamous Lincoln Broadway 97 to 97 loop. But that's off our agenda anymore because it's a done deal, right?
Where's Mill Street?
By the mill?
Where's
In
Mill
front of
Street?
Rosebud.
Yeah, down here.
Going next to the mill.
Oh, okay.
Yep. And that's all I have.
Street.
So somebody from the county was at the community center today taking pictures and measurements and all kinds of weird, I don't know what he was doing out there at the bus stop for the stage.
He was putting up new signs. He was all over the town.
Oh.
It's for the
He
stage.
just had a little, like he
Yeah.
was surveying and,
He wanted those signs straight.
I guess,
Were they-
yeah, because,
Were they advertising signs? What kind of signs were they?
I think they were just new bus route signs.
Oh, they are new bus routes, yes, because they did go from 3 routes to back to 5 routes.
oh, okay.
And they thanked me personally for you letting them store a bus here in our city yard. I said, he's happy to do that.
You know, I can go, but I want to show the bag we use for homeless. I have one in my car. May I go get one real quick?
Yeah,
Go to Bob.
Go ahead.
Come back? Okay.
Bob?
I don't have much, Mr. Mayor, other than you mentioned Mill Street. We did some, we've invited Roseburg and Jade Spector and Pacific States to take a look at maybe coming up with a solution of everybody having some skin in the game. Because if we're going to, I just don't see how the city can continue to pay for that road with the heavy traffic, the heavy weight that's on it. And they seem somewhat open to it, so there's promise there. But right step forward, I think. Got to work together and work together.
That's all?
That's it.
Okay, Stacy has something from a meeting that he went to grab out in his car. So, while we're waiting for him, I will go. I did not see it, but apparently there was an article in the newspaper where Mount Shasta Councilmember Tim Stearns stated that the Weed Mayor, Kim Green, agreed that it would be a good idea to combine public safety between our two cities. I want to go on record saying that I am not interested, nor have I ever been interested in combining any types of services with Mount Shasta or any other city. I haven't spoken with him since I became the mayor. The last time that we had a conversation was in September at a LOLA meeting in Dunsmuir. I thought we were having a conversation about how wonderful it is that we share, they get to use our street sweeper when theirs is down, and we get to use their bucket truck, and we talked, I don't know where he got public service out of that. But that is not true, and if you have any questions or concerns, I hope this cleared it up, but go ahead and ask me, because that conversation did not happen. Okay, Stace?
Thank you for that. Okay, out of breath and breathe. I wanted to go get our bag that we gave out on our homeless count. And the purpose was mandated by the state to do on a certain day to see where people slept. We identified 2 people, and I want to show you what the bags are put together by Elizabeth. And we have disposable washcloth. It was just excellent. We, of course, got something from the store. Tissue, socks, toothpaste. I said these are 3 hair products in here now. I say it right. Herbal essences, it's conditioner and revitaliscence, something. It doesn't go on my hair. Yeah, toothbrush.
Conditioner Revitalist.
There we go. And some Aussie stuff. What's that? That doesn't go on my hair either.
Deep conditioner.
Okay, I can use that.
You can't wash, but you can condition.
And toothpaste. No, mouthwash.
Mouthwash.
And I tell you, the experience.
And those are good socks.
Yeah, and this was all donated by merchants. And so I was appreciative of the people that helped out. Chief gave a lot of introspective of where people are. I grew up here, remember, and I didn't know where some things are. There's mattresses all over the place that are used and not used, some new. We saw property that was there from other cities. We saw a couple individuals who were really receptive. One says no. But then we took back the bag, goes, okay, I'll talk. And I shared that on our conference call when we had it with the coalition. Now, that'll be my next piece of interest. It opened my eyes. I care about people, but this went to a further place that I see the people over town. I was in Mercy Hospital. The person was in the lobby. I was like, hi. Oh, hi. You know, you just never think when you would see a person again. And it just did a lot. So that was the effort that we did. We have more bags. We're going to keep them, and Elizabeth's going to store them. She put them together, and they're going to keep them for people to give away if we have other things that are happening. So they're going to be available. We did about 15 bags because we didn't know how many we would see. And Raymond Strack took me on his property, which I learned what 55 acres were. And he knew a lot about, he's from New Jersey, and he went to school in Florida. I learned all this. But he has an approach to people that was very informative and very warming. Not everyone's receptive when you come up to them. You're coming into their space where they're living, where they're staying, and you're interrupting them. You have a certain entrance to make them feel welcome. So that was a great experience. And on top of that, the call that I was on, I'm on a monthly call with, it's called the COC Advisory Council for Homelessness in the county. And it's led by Dwayne, the manager of Wairika. And so, as you know, Wairika has a lot of issues going on. And what's happening there is they're having a meeting coming up, let's see, what day is that? Tuesday. So I will be on the call, not to represent WEED as a council person, but just as a representative of the committee. So if you hear my name or I say something they want us to say about what we're doing for the efforts, a lot of money, as I've been telling you every month, is coming up, but not available. everyone's trying to do homeless all over the place, but you have to do certain parameters. They are getting close to building a hotel, or they call it a hotel, but a place for people to stay. And it's going to be mandated by, you're going to be a part of programs. You have to do certain things to stay there every 30 days or every day. And that's what's happening there, so. Anything else with that? I think that's all we have. We just have monthly calls. We have different people, a lot of people from the Health and Human Services agencies are there. And they're very informative, and they're connected with the community. Like I was saying, like, there's no one in behavioral health. They are there. They just have a lot of more activity. As some of you have mentioned, we've seen camps and tents in certain parks over there. It's a huge problem. So they're just trying to deal with that. So I'm glad to be part of that. I hope I do justice by representing us. So I will do justice by being there next Tuesday on that call, just to say how efforts we're doing, what's happening, what's going on. All right, and the next piece is, I'm requesting an action item for the next council meeting in March to consider a similar resolution that was passed unanimously by this council in 2020 for ballot measure this November for a quarter penny transaction and use tax to fund the maintenance of Winema and Lincoln Heights cemeteries, to fund a portion of the cost of capital needs for weed recreation and parks, and for general municipal purposes, including building emergency reserve fund, police, fire protection, and street maintenance and improvements. So if you, all out of words, but if you go back to the Measure M, that was defeated on November 3rd, 2022, that's what it was for. And the proposal is to increase the tax from 7.5 to 7.75. And just for information, the votes that time was yes, 474, and no, 486. And the thinking is that maybe communication wasn't that clear, so people are understanding, and that's what I was hearing also. So it would be good if we can approve that, but we're going to talk about it. And if it approves, it will go on this year's ballot for people to choose on their ballot based on where they live. So people in the city of Weed will be able to vote on that. So that's a possibility. So that's all that I have.
Okay. Thank you, Stacy.
If you want it on, I'm not making it.
Yeah, I believe you'd have to make for it to be on the next agenda.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you'd have to have a motion.
So I have a motion to make it? Okay. Well, can I have a motion based on what I read? Can we have that be put on the next council meeting for action,
For
right?
March. Yeah.
For March. Sorry about that.
Action or discussion?
Well, I was told that the deadline for getting it on the ballot is very close.
That's not my issue. Is it action or discussion? Because I don't think it's ready for an action item, because we haven't even, we've touched upon it, but we don't really have anything to base a decision on.
I think the last time it was like June or July before we had
Yeah,
that.
usually it's 88 days before the election, so
Yeah.
that's
Okay.
usually the
And
beginning
this,
of August.
this
So-
has to be on the normal election cycle.
Yes.
right? So November.
Correct.
So that would mean August.
August, yeah.
August
We got
something.
time.
So we have time, so can we have it for discussion?
I think
I'll
discussion
amend
would
my
make the most sense at
information.
this point.
Yes.
And I will forewarn you that this is not one of my favorite topics. So those that are looking towards this item need to come with some sort of detail. Because just to ask for money on a tax basis is not one of my things. If what I've been hearing is a desire for money, what I'm not hearing is a plan for money. And that's, if I was gonna take to action, there needs to be some sort of design, yes. I can't just, for me anyway, just willy-nilly. So anyway, that would be the discussion item as well.
Well, I could add to
I just
that
wanna
too.
prep people.
I would recommend that we have a motion, so, because this is not agendized,
Okay,
this
so we
issue,
shouldn't have discussion yet.
I think it'd be preferable to save discussion for
The next meeting?
agenda.
Okay.
If
Okay.
this
So does
motion
somebody
receives a
need-
second and gets adopted.
So I can second the motion to have it on a discussion item next month.
Correct.
Or I could amend it so it could be that.
Now,
It's already, it was what it is.
You already.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I understand the motion is to put this on
as a
as
discussion
a
item.
discussion item, and it's now been seconded
And I
by
have seconded.
Councilmember Tavalla.
All right, in favor? Aye.
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 Against? All right, motion carried.
Ms.
Okay.
Mayor,
Yes.
That's something else on that. Is it possible to get some dates of when we have the final, and I'd like to see a town hall meeting. I know we have a difficult time getting people together, but a discussion.
Thank you, Bob.
I think a discussion.
We can have that at the next one with all the deadlines.
Yeah,
Yes.
let's plan one in there and advertise it to see if we can get some participation so people actually will know what's on it and get involved in how this process works too. I mean, because we're at the way I see it is that we're at a very difficult time where districts, we're one community, getting everybody to work together, getting it so it fits, the pieces of the puzzle to
Okay, I
fit.
think that'll be our discussion
Okay.
next month.
Okay.
So are we going to have a
Yeah, the-
separate, is your motion to have a separate town hall meeting besides the
Yes,
discussion item?
yes.
Well,
Unless we can get, you can tell me we're going to, just by having a council meeting, we're going to have people show up. But I'd like to make some, I'd like to try to get as much discussion as we can.
So are you looking for
I
a
think,
town hall meeting to set priorities for our community, or are you
Can we
looking
have
for?
discussion about it next
can
month?
we have a discussion about having a town hall meeting next month when we talk about all this?
I'm happy with that, if that's what you want.
Well, yeah, but I actually been wanting one anyway, but if you guys feel that the discussion on that issue, the 1/4% issue is a priority, that's fine. But I would like Bob to speak on, we had two community meetings. One was with South Siskiyou Sports.
Oh.
And one was a community meeting that wasn't well attended, but.
About diversity?
We did talking about citizen participation in the community, so I don't know if you
So
want.
you
me.
want to go back and let him do another report?
Go,
Are we-
he should just add to the report, because
Yeah.
I don't,
Our attorney's got his finger on it.
Yeah, I don't know where we are.
I think this is on for the next council meeting to discuss all of these issues,
okay.
including how to bring in as much public comment as possible. But at this point, because this isn't on the agenda, I
Well,
think
this
we
was a
should.
different item, this was an
This is
item
just
where
a
we got
report.
together with South
It's,
Siskiyou.
okay, we've moved past that.
Okay.
And now he's reminding him of something he didn't announce during his announcements.
Oh,
Am I there?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
okay.
Sorry.
So stay on that subject, Bob.
We're
right.
jumping around for you.
Welcome to we.
Yeah.
So we're still number 4, council member announcements, meeting reports and
So,
comments?
Yeah, so we
Okay.
backed up a little bit, and Bob has one or two
I'm-
other
I'm
things
so
he needs
comfortable
to
with you
tell us
all.
about. Yeah.
I'm in the right place. No, so, excuse me. Yeah, we had a meeting on January 20th, and regarding basically just overall how we can identify some of the issues we have in our community. And not only issues, just about taking an inventory on it. And it was a small meeting, but I think we're headed out in the right direction. We're going to have another meeting on March 3rd. What was discussed basically was trying to define, to make things a little more target area. And what it's come to me is basically we're talking about diversity in our community. We have racial diversity and all these different diversities. But one we're not really looking at is we have home ownership and renters. That's a diverse combination of people. So somehow to identify a method to connect these people, or at least be able to connect with our renters, because there's an issue out there, and it's a lot bigger than them. It's a cultural issue. It's a cultural divide in that diversity there. But I think it's real important. I think we were kind of on those lines. We're working on that, and more will be revealed. Also, last night we met with the. Was it last night?
No, night before last.
Excuse me, night before last, and Kim was there, and Ken were there, and nothing was discussed regarding the city for sure. But we're trying to, with youth baseball, or excuse me, Little League baseball, trying to bring that back with some energy and trying to build around that the understanding of volunteering can we actually have a program, a quality program, not just have a program where the kids go out there and they stand around for an hour, no, a real program. And one of the issues with Mount Shasta was telling us about is just they have no participation. At council, they have a board and 11 members, and all of them were in Mount Shasta because of apathy and weep. So we're plugged into that. We're going to be part of that. We have a meeting next Thursday in Mount Shasta, and we'll be looking for volunteers to see if we can get a quality program going in Weed. Thank you. Thanks for reminding me, guys. I guess I wasn't bumping the log all month.
Okay. All right, consent agenda?
I will make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
I second it.
It's moved and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any
Sorry, Jamie.
against?
Aye.
Okay, motion carried.
That's it?
That was the whole thing.
Reports?
We have nothing that was removed from the consent agenda, so we're gonna go to staff reports. Chief, you wanna start?
Not much to report on unless council wants to ask any questions. I know at the last meeting I skipped it, but there was a reason why I skipped it. We did fill the full-time dispatcher position, but based on, not this hire, but recent hires, we wanted to wait a little bit and make sure that they were comfortable before we made that announcement. We've hired a local resident, not within the city, but within the county. Casey Brandon is joining our team. She and her husband live here within the county. She has ties to the county, so we're hoping to keep her here and not lose her once she's trained and working on her own. At this time, I have no other staff reports unless you guys have any questions regarding statistics or politics or anything else.
No.
Would you like to be a Little League coach? No.
I don't have the time for that, so,
He's too busy working 14 hours a day.
yeah.
If we can find some
An
officers.
assistant.
Okay. Craig,
I have no report.
did our bucket truck come?
Yes.
Yay. Have we got a ride in it yet? Has anybody gone up in the bucket yet?
Anybody use it?
No?
No, we haven't used it yet because we don't have it registered,
Oh,
so,
Oh, well,
Okay.
that's,
I know, yeah. No, it's down in the yard and mechanics checking everything out.
and then, can we use it very first to fix the Christmas tree on the hill?
We got till December, but that's on the list.
Oh, no, I'm
top
gonna
of the
remind you every meeting.
I do have a question. It's reference to new vehicles. I saw the new fast cars. Are they ready for our police yet?
Fast cars, you got a fast car?
They're Chargers, I saw them.
No, we didn't buy any Chargers. We have a Charger that we've had since 2017.
The two new black ones I saw, whatever they are, I call them
We have
Chargers.
two new Ford Explorers that aren't, one's being equipped still. We're waiting on some equipment that's
those
delayed.
are SUVs.
to
Yeah, I
outfit.
kind of saw two, 'cause there's a black car in
No,
there.
those weren't ours. I believe those may have been another agency's.
Oh, I saw those.
And just to
Sorry.
clarify, when I said politics, I meant legislation that's coming down the pipe. Not anything local or anything like that.
Okay, well, welcome, Anna.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
You don't even know what you don't know to report yet.
Yeah, nothing to report at this time.
All right, Brian?
Nothing to report.
Oh, yeah, you're a Little League coach, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Annis has some sporting background too.
Yeah, see what happens. You think your kids have outgrown it, but then you get grandkids and then they still want you to be in it.
They showed up.
Yeah. Sandy?
No report.
David?
Just wanted to thank the council for approving our contract amendment and designating me as city attorney. I look forward to working with you all.
Well, thank you for
keeping
coming.
us in line.
Welcome, Dave.
Good luck.
I want to tell you, David, the first.
Tim?
Just
Oh.
adding, Ms. Mayor, your look over those glasses, it scares me. That's a teacher look. I want to tell you
have to do that
that. That's the
now.
first
We'll
one.
do that.
I
Yes.
have to do that now too, yeah.
So he
word dating, you're saying
That,
how old
that means power. I'm ready for it.
I'm happy that just moving toward the button
Yeah,
was
that's
seen. That was
enough.
helpful.
Yeah, if we can see that.
Good for you, I never even noticed.
All right, Tim?
Well, David's first thing he's got to do is to get a dog, so Sue can ask him about it every month, so, okay.
I'll get you a dog.
So-
We have plenty of cats. But there's a cat, let us know.
Rescue Society's waiting for you.
So I was going to be remiss, I was going to just share something real quickly since we're out of here pretty fast. And I'm going to still get us out of here real fast. A couple months ago, I was out at Grocery Outlet doing my weekly shopping. And part of my weekly shopping, as you all know, you have to make rounds to different stores around here. And I was coming out, and there's this gentleman, big guy. He kind of looked like, was a Brock Lesnar, the big wrestler guy, and he's in front of me, and he did the guy thing, what I do too, which is to get all your groceries out of the car and then walk to your car. And he was trying to carry several bags, and as he was walking, I could tell he was probably going to trip, which he did off the edge of the, but he didn't do the guy thing, which was he just let everything go. And anyway, I helped him pick up his groceries. And as I helped him get his groceries back into his car, he turned around and he goes to me, he said, you know, we've been here for just a couple of days, and he said, you guys are the nicest. He said, we'd never been to this part of California. He said, you guys are some of the most wholesome, nice people we've ever met. And I said, which I shouldn't have said, I said, that's how we roll in weed. But
No, that's not
anyway,
use that one day.
but he, so anyway, he got a chuckle out of that too. So anyway, but he brought a good point. And you know, I think for people that have not visited this area, it is. My wife and I tell all of our family, it's like a, you know, it's a slice of heaven up here. Real quickly, Chief didn't point this out a few moments ago, but I'm going to brag for Chief Mayberry and the department. Yesterday, they worked on a significant burglary, and this afternoon, or prior to all this, this entire area was used for recovery of stolen goods that were done from a building on Main Street. And I think they should be commended for their quick work in thinking and recovering a majority of the stolen goods from that robbery, which as a former small business owner, having stuff stolen out of your business is traumatic, because that's your livelihood. That's how you make your money. And I've had that happen before, and that's not fun. So I'd like to thank you guys for doing that. That was quick action, and I mean, these guys were really on the ball. And I'd kind of like to end the meeting on a bit of a sad note, too. Chief Duncan is not here tonight. He's still in Arizona. And he and I've texted over the past couple of weeks, and what he's going through right now, I couldn't even imagine. He lost his 33-year-old son, Matt, recently, real quickly, too. It happened very fast. So keep him and his family in your prayers. I think the service is the 19th of this month. So keep him and his family in your thoughts and prayers, and just like to dedicate this meeting to Matt. And like I said, and anything you can do to uplift, or send them a text and tell them that you're thinking of them, and which would be very, very helpful. So that's all I have.
Thank you. And I know that I've responded to a couple of things that he's had on Facebook, so that's another way that you can contact him.
Ready?
All right, if that's it?
Miss Merritt?
Oh, wait, sounds like you got it. Okay. Now, are you, he's gonna adjourn, so if you want to say
I
something.
appreciate that, because I did that too. Also, for the guy from Mount Shasta, Robbie Burns, that's his name. I replied to that because his post was very supportive, but yet he felt defeated. And I'm so proud of him just to be a part of Start Playing. Be a part of that, be a part of the Olympics. He's representing us.
Definitely.
So that's another place to put something up. That's a
Definitely,
great place.
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to ask everybody, do me a favor and just kind of relax your eyes and let a glow come, see the glow, because Chuck Sutton right now is happy for us. He's getting, this is Chuck's ultimate thing, get out of it.
Here
By
by
6 o'clock. Amen. I make a
Although
motion, we
that
adjourn.
clock is
I second
behind.
it.
I make a,
All in favor? Aye. And we are adjourned.
So now, David, when you reply to your, whoever you're driving home down to see your wife or kid, and you go, I'm out of weed,
Uh-oh.